Alright, ball bags. So today we're going to give a bash these things they call smart homes or whatever, smart homes. I'm from Scotland, so I've never had any good luck with these things. Like Connect just basically blew up when I tried to talk to it for the first time. So I'm trying to figure out if these things are going to understand a single word I say. So let's give it a bash. Hello Siri. Siri. Hello Siri. Siri, a ball bag. I'm not even doing my accent anymore.
My good friend.
I don't know. You try it. All right, Big Gun. It's pissing down outside. Going to tell us what the weather's like. Hello, Siri. What about the weather, man? What about the weather? Tell me about the weather. Going to tell me about the weather, you big ball bag. Come on. Weather.
It's currently cloudy and 24 degrees in Sydney.
Good effort, Big Gun. Thanks, Siri. And next up, Alexa. Going to tell us what the weather's like. It's pissing down outside. When's it going to stop?
I don't know that.
I don't know how I can be any clearer than that.
I'm not a god, just me.
At least you listen to me though, man. The other one doesn't even listen to a word I'm saying. Doesn't even turn
Sorry,
on.
I'm not sure.
Alright.
Fine. God damn.
Stop it.
Savage.
Stop it. I can't breathe.
Savage. Ew, that was close. Fine, go. You didn't hear that?
Hey! What's up, kids? Welcome to another episode of the Drunk Kids Gaming Podcast, dkgWELP. This is episode 94, or as they say in Old English, 94.
What are we going to do when we reach podcast number 100? Are we
Same thing we do every time, Pinky.
Are we going to have a party?
Remember,
Podcast
we're
party?
going to remember it's the 100th episode the day of it. Realize we have nothing planned, and then try to shoehorn some kind of extravagant event into it.
It sounds like some sort of a challenge. Sounds like we need to set something up right here and now.
Sounds like
Cass is going to bring the
exciting and
burritos.
amazing.
Curly's
6
going to
episodes
bring
out.
the marshmallows. Steve will bring the drinks, the water.
It'll be a live from the kitchen episode of dkgWELP. Steve will be in the kitchen cooking up some Dorito.
Preparing peanut butter by adding water.
I'll be making peanut butter in the kitchen.
I'm all about
delicious.
my powdered peanut butter these days.
I heard
You
it.
do you,
Alright.
bruh.
I'm going to finish this intro. Joining us on the show this week. What? You coming at my
No, it's
powerful ass
we've
hand
been
movement?
doing this more. We've been doing it more lackadaisical than we've ever done before. Is that we always open the episode and we just start talking, and I have to feel for like any new listeners that come in and the audio only, and they're just like, I don't know who anyone is, and I don't really know what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Joining us this week are two good friends of the show and program, Steve the Sound Guy
Hi.
and Young Fitz.
I don't even know why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the viewers.
Is this like a full-on existential crisis in your world that you're like why are any of us here? Like why?
Yeah.
For the rest
It's
of the
like
episode, Fitz stared at the wall.
it's like, how did we get here? Really, you know?
See, I
But,
think
yeah.
Fitz was fine until that opening video of that man saying words.
And this
I
shit
think he
broke
was saying
me.
words. I'm not sure if those were words.
I kept feeling
No,
like
I understood everything, and that's what's fucked up.
Although I will say, was it a conscious choice, Curly, that you cut him off before he got to the Google Home, or did you?
it was a
just not?
2-minute video. I'm trying not to just watch videos on my show. I mean,
Just
like,
gonna say, he gets to the Google Home and it recognizes him the first thing he says. So if
Why-
you were
why
trying
do
to
you-
undercut
how do you-
We
Google-
also got to the Google Home, and he talked a lot slower.
I'm also confused.
How is the weather?
How is Steve the registered viral video professional right now? Who knows it?
Because you have a channel in your Discord called DKG Podcast Stuff, and Chimera posted that video. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. Curly probably won't use it. And he used it.
I'm not allowed to look there. Is the thing. I don't look there at all. That's Kaz. That's where Kaz's fountain of knowledge comes from. Otherwise, we
And
just
if you would
sharing the
also
same
like
shit.
to do that, I'll share some information with you later on how you can join the Discord and help produce the show. And we don't put your name anywhere or give you credit.
Like, y'all PewDiePie this shit right now,
Oh yeah, dog. You fucking
Yeah.
slave labor,
huh?
100%.
I don't blame you, man. I'm trying to get on that PewDiePie train too. Just
I-
get everybody
he
make
had it
content
right.
for me.
I'm scared to find out what it means to be PewDiePieing anything. I don't know what like. I don't know
Look,
what
you
that
gotta
guy's
learn
caught
Use
up
your
with.
fans to make
Nowadays,
content.
Curly, it's your doctor disrespecting it. You're fucking PewDiePieing it. You Logan Paul'd it. You know, like you got to learn.
Oh
what all
shit!
these
Okay,
fucking
I just
terms
mixed
are
up
now.
PewDiePie and Logan Paul. I didn't know which one was. God damn, fits your video.
The world has collapsed.
Oh no! Shake your phone.
You can't
There you
do
go.
that. You ruined the whole show. It's over. I gotta start.
I'm sorry.
Don't touch
I'm
it.
sorry.
Turn it
Don't go
Remember,
back.
it's like a woman that you've been married to for 20 years. Every once in a while,
Don't
you
touch
gotta
it?
touch her.
No.
No. See, that's how you fucked it up. Every once in a while, you do have to touch
Otherwise,
her.
her sleep mode will kick in and she'll disappear forever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my goodness.
and you just left
All right.
with the voices of two gentlemen in your ears. Hi everyone. This is dkgWELP. It's
I did that
fantastic.
part
No, I know.
Let's
I'm
move
just.
on to news.
It's great.
Do we really want to go to the news? I just want to hang out with my bros. That's all I wanted from the show.
Special episode 94. We call it.
Oh shit, that's the idea that came in my head. You guys were talking about doing the 100 episode. I was thinking, since we have Steve here, I need to get you to get your Troy McClure fucking voice on point, and we can have you like do a host a clip show. That'd be great.
A DKG clip show. That'd actually be pretty funny.
Yeah.
But that's a daunting task to go through and get clips of all your shows. So
Hey, audience, there's something
I
for
mean-
you to do. All the episodes
We
are
got-
on the YouTube. Just send me
we got
time
6
codes.
weeks. We got 6 weeks, people. Somebody get that collaboration.
I remember
You
they
know
even,
what I
Oh,
You're all
do-
talented fuckos. Get to it. This is
You know what I
exactly
do
it
when I
is.
start bringing up a little bit more in this A block to help Twitch like us a little bit more, so we don't violate TOS. Let's
Give
talk
them
about what
cupcakes.
games we've been playing.
there actually isn't a gaming talk show anymore. This is just talk show. They
No,
took-
this
Look,
could be a
man,
game
I don't know.
show-
You don't
gaming
know, you
show.
don't know what's in that fine print.
No, they literally they took away gaming talk show as a category. It's gone now. So this
But I
is,
did
Oh, really?
talk about what you've been playing on the channel, and then what everybody else has been
I
playing.
mean, I like that question. I like
right
video games.
now,
yeah, video game
you-
content is a good thing, but this is the one
you
reprieve
have been
usually.
playing in Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah, too
Henry.
much. Way too fucking much
Mr.
of it.
Henry.
Yeah. No, I wanted you to play this game so much, and I'm so glad that you're enjoying it and loving it and fucking having fun with it. Fucking and Squire Knight Henry.
You
I
ate a dead man's pretzel, Curly. Do you have no soul?
I
Just
ate
saying.
and then I stole their pretzels and then I sold their pretzels to other people that then ate them. I made profit off those pretzels. I'm a little concerned that I'm going to become God in this game.
Well, that's kind of okay.
Like,
If you want, yeah, go ahead.
with my horse glitching.
What are you gonna be, King Arthur?
Well, I mean, it worked out really well at the beginning to make you really feel like you're useless, but with a little bit of work, I mean, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. The game's
me,
fun. The
it
game is
seems
fun.
like
The game's
a
super
trap.
immersive, and I enjoy the shit out of it. So,
I mean, you could just identify the glitches and not use them.
it's one of those things like that's like saying that in Dark Souls, like like it's
That's
the
like
game.
not
The game
landing on top of a container.
The game
in
tries to be as
PUBG.
difficult as possible, and it's like, you know what? If you're going to do that, then I'm going to use everything I can against you. And sometimes that might be that I stand over here by this wall because I know your fireballs can't hit me or whatever happens,
Mhm.
But I've been enjoying it. I'll continue playing it. I think we're doing. Were we actually going to play multiplayer stuff on Monday? I think
You
someone
want to?
mentioned
I'm
that.
down. I'm always here, brother. You know what I mean? Let's play Left 4 Dead.
I mean, my vote was Deep Rock Galactic, but
Which we've been playing, and it's still early.
What the
access.
fuck is
If-
that?
if it's not broken anymore, hopefully they get it fixed up.
Yeah, it's a.
Deep Rock Galactic
Go ahead.
is a game that I found a little bit ago. It's by a developer or a publishing company called Coffee Stain Studios, and it's a jovial jaunt into underground asteroid mining. You play the role of 4 vociferous dwarves who are yelling about rock and stone as you journey underground to mine minerals and fight alien swarms that are trying to kill you. And it's a 4-player co-op roguelike adventure, and it's a lot of fun. 4 unique classes. Curly, Sam, and I have been rocking and stoning it up for a little bit. And it's a lot of fun. It's more fun than the alpha was. Curly and I played the alpha way back when, and it was pretty broken. But now it's lots better, both gameplay and mechanically. The only thing we've run into is that the servers are a little glitchy, trying to connect to games every so often. We played like a handful, but then it stopped loading in the games. So we're like, okay, we'll try again later.
Yeah, there's only so
But it's
much
a
you
lot
can
of
ask.
I recommend it.
I loving it. It's been a blast playing it just because it's a little different than most things. It lends itself to embracing its silliness and it causes you to get silly as well, which is just a fun time with your friends and stuff.
It's still in alpha.
Oh yeah. It
It's
just came out as a early access on Steam.
Yeah.
It was earlier that it was alpha stuff, but you know. I've been heading and seeing Fitz playing fucking Pub Gun. Is that on your PlayStation or Xbox that you're playing it on?
It's on the Xbox, man. It's addicting.
How's
It's
that been
fun.
feeling with the control stick and everything?
It's all right, man. You get used to it after a while.
Is
You know,
it only
like-
with other Xbox people or is it full? To the
Yeah,
world?
it's only with other
All right,
Xbox
makes
people.
sense, yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, because you master PC race, mouse and keyboard people with destroyers.
Oh, I've seen
No, it's
people.
just
I've
true,
seen people
though.
try to turn around in that game. It's like,
Man, firefights are ridiculous. They're funny. I had some dude chase me around a shack for like 2 minutes. I want to speed it up a little bit and put Benny Hill music to it. It's gonna be great. I had it happen twice.
do
It
they
was
have
awesome.
is it first person mode that they rock in there? Is everything that they have on the PC or
You
yet?
can do both.
Okay.
You can do third person and first person.
I don't think we ever went back once we started first person, right? Like on the PC at least.
I kind of came to the realization that's kind of my problem with Fortnite, but Fortnite doesn't work first person, but like it also just different strokes, different folks. That's how you play.
How
Driving
many?
first person is
how many-
scary as hell, though. It is scary as hell driving first person. Like, oh my god.
Well, because the game is gonna kill you before anything else kills you in that game.
Yeah. Well, they've got a lot of fucked up glitches, like for the Xbox, because they just released the update. Like, hit a rock or anything. Like, there'll just be a little dip, and it'll flip a buggy, and you'll blow up instantly.
Oh, yeah, I
There's
know.
a lot.
So it's like riding a skateboard in real life.
It's
Yeah, exactly.
strapped to dynamite, which is somehow lit, but also
How many of the Royal Rumble arena battle games are there nowadays? There's like PUBG. There's the one that you and Nikon played that one time. How many are
Island
there?
of Nine.
Yeah, that one.
So
There's everything
There's-
there's I like to call everything that's before Arma clones. And there's the old Arma clone section of the world, which is the
Mhm.
H1Z1, Arma itself, Zombie Town, Wiggly Time.
I mean, Pub is actually
Wiggly
still
time.
Pub is actually still before Arma, right? Because it came out of the Daisy shit. So you have H1. Oh, oh fuck. You know what we need to try, Curly? We need to try the new H1Z1 mode, the Carmageddon mode.
Okay.
That's a no, Curly.
No,
You just asked a
literally,
girl out, and she
it's
said,
so
"Oh,
it's right. It's the battle royal bullshit, right? But it's just you spawn instantly in a car, and that's all you do. You have one person as the driver, and 3 of your bros shoot guns, and you're just driving around, fucking hitting other people
Isn't
with
that
cars.
Final Fantasy 15?
No,
Pretty much.
fuck! How dare you, dude? Oh,
How are people gonna
fucking
see
diggity
your-
dog dare you.
Final Fantasy 15. I love it to death, but fuck it still. In his ass.
All right.
Great game.
It's out on PC now.
Still.
Look there. Hold on.
Is,
Cat's in my
Division's got
camera
a battle royale version coming. Oh, or has been already. I don't know. I don't know how many, man. But when something sells,
waiting
you
on
see a million of
Final
them. That's the point of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
You remember when Steam was just covered in fucking Minecraft clones, like all day and all night. You know, Craft Miner.
Still is. What are you talking about?
I was say, isn't it still?
I don't know. I thought that shit faded away when they relegated everything to Java mode and made the Xbox version real mode or something.
Someone can't wait for Minecraft Battle Royale.
Oh wait, we did those already. God, the days of fucking forcing that to happen. I used to use a program that not a program. Well, I mean, I don't know, add-ons or whatever, but I would have to go to the set arenas and I have to go into it, fly around and mark the fucking the radius of the circles, then where they're gonna come inside, where things are gonna happen, where spawn points are gonna be, do all this fucking bullshit to load the fucking thing in Minecraft. It was just bananas the amount of shit. I could have learned to program real video games instead of all the bullshit I had to learn in Minecraft. Good times. Remember Trove? No, whatever. Anyways, let's move on to the news stories, everyone. God damn.
Let's fill that knowledge hole. Kaz and Curly's news bag.
Woo! That was low for 10 minutes.
Hello. All right, so this is the news segment.
Crack open a hot bag of news.
In this segment, the segment is powered by our Discord. Not Discord, but by our Discord. So friends, fans, and everyone else. If you are so willing and you have links or anything that you see throughout the week to fun, interesting stories, you can head over to the DKG Discord and drop them into the dkgWELP channel, and we'll go through them and pick the best, like this one here from the New York Post. So everyone loves the whole experience of flying on a plane, right? Like you just love that experience, like the in-seat service, the in-flight movie, fucking all that shit, right? Having to figure out if the armrest in between you and that gentleman is your armrest or if it's his armrest, like what's happening, you know what I mean?
As the token fat person on this episode, I'm gonna give you a hard no on that one. I'm gonna toss out the N. You know that fun process of walking down the aisle when you're like, because you're bored late because you're a poor ass person anyways. So you get in there in group 4 and everyone's already sit down and they've chosen their seats and then they realize as that fat man walks down the aisle that he might sit next to them, and then you got to look them in the eye and be like, I'm so sorry. Today was not your day. The lottery is not in your favor. Kruger, thank you for the host. Yeah, I know. It's a blast, and they hope that you bought both the seats, but you didn't. But you didn't buy both the seats. Yeah, no. Anyways, how's flying?
Guys, continue.
So Japan, being the innovators that they are, one of their airlines, Japan's First Airlines, is now offering a service to passengers where you can come and have the whole in-flight airline experience without ever leaving the ground.
Oh, wow. I can't fucking wait.
So,
who is their target audience for this? Is it old people who just want attention? Or is it... Is Japan Airlines service so ridiculously good that people will pay for this as a night out? Bro. Hey, honey, you want to go on a date? Let's go to Japan Airlines. Oh, man.
I'm not going to judge them because I want to go to Japan to go to a fucking coffee shop that isn't really a coffee shop, but it is actually just a place where young Japanese women spit at you or whatever it is that they do under like Japanese law. I think I don't know at this point.
Shame, Kaz,
but whatever, man. You know what I mean? So like if you're into the whole flight thing,
man.
Yeah, no, you do you. That's the process. Like, and if you're into that, it's great.
What about the plane thing? Like, do they go sit down and like people are like for the experience of someone handing them salted peanuts and only giving them two fucking
so
shots
there's
of
a
liquor?
whole series of pictures in here, right? So you walk into this room. In this room, on one side of the room is airline styled seats. Right.
They better have those little half-ass fucking Switch terminals set up so you can play the Switch in the airplane. Nintendo had a whole fucking half of an airplane cut out for PAX so you could experience what it's like to enjoy your new Switch on an airplane. Have your neighbor play with you on your tiny-ass 9-inch television.
Curtis, they're called tsundere cafes, so they treat you pretty badly. I'm pretty sure if you slip a couple thousand yen in there, they'll spit on you. So this whole thing is decked out, has screens. But the thing about it is, it's basically first class. This is only first class. These are first class style seats, first class style meals.
Yeah, because
all this kind
I'm
of
looking
shit.
at that and I'm like, that is not what I know from fucking Spirit. Spirit doesn't.
Yeah. But here's the catch that'll get Steve and Curly. There's also VR.
Oh.
You could do VR anywhere. You don't have to be in a pretend plane.
No,
You
but
could
here's
go
the
into
There's
VR.
VR
Pretend you're in a
for-
plane.
Tell me
Right?
something
You
else.
could I could do this right now without traveling to Japan in my VR here.
No, right? So you do the whole in-flight part, right? So you're like, oh, I sat down. Oh, this young Japanese woman is offering me dinner. That's great. I had my peanuts. I had my salt. I had my fucking half a thing of water that isn't actually water, but I paid $12 for it. It's fucking great. Then you put on the VR headset. Oh shit, I'm in Rome. Oh man, it's great.
And this is 2 steps away from being fucking porn. Like, it's just fucking right there.
All right, with that, we're
Yeah.
going on to the next story.
I don't know. I don't
It
understand
also
why.
that has fucking flight information too, so you can have the experience of being. Oh fuck, my flight is delayed. Damn it, shit.
I
I gotta
don't
stay
even-
here now.
I'd be a proponent for VR even on a normal plane, but I'm trying to think like, do I want the chucklefuck next to me swinging his arms around like fucking playing climb me from his seat? Like I don't know. Oh, I don't understand it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one with a hard okay. Thanks, Japan.
Hard okay.
Thanks, Japan, once again. Yeah.
Hey,
Did you
somebody's got to do it.
Did you get a fake
Somebody's
TSA
gotta
in
do
the
it,
front of it, like that they can get the
and
real
it might
experience?
as well be Japan.
Yeah, let's get accosted by the TSA and then roped around for a while.
Gotta have your highs and lows. in
So
Japan.
I have a story from
Good and
Wyoming,
bad.
Michigan. This story, I went through some emotions when I read it. I'm just gonna share it with you guys because it's weird. It started. The title of it was about a man wanting a monkey, and he lost thousands online trying to acquire this monkey. And he's from Wyoming, Michigan, and he said he had been on a search for years for the perfect pet, and he finally solidified on the fact that he wanted a monkey, and more power to him. He wanted a fucking monkey, and he had the money to pay for it, and he was ready to do it. Then it slowly spirals, not slowly, almost immediately spirals into like, you're a fucking idiot. Because he found a monkey online that was a seller that was willing to sell him the exotic pet from Hawaii. And he made a payment and then didn't get a monkey. And then that's when the problems began, he says. The shipper was requesting more money and claimed it was for flight cancellations and vaccine costs.
Ooh,
He was a little
Monkey
sly on it at that
extortion.
point. He was like, this seems fishy, but I guess I might as well continue to send him 20 Amazon gift cards ranging from different values to pay for the rest of the purchase of the monkey.
What?
And I was like, when you were trying to make this a heartfelt story where I was going to feel bad for you, you didn't open with, I paid the man in gift cards over the internet. Like, what are you doing, dude? I know, right? Just
No.
immediate turnaround.
What did that dude buy off Amazon? That's what I want to know.
Well, that's the
Well,
point of the gift
gift
cards is
card.
you can't track them once they're out. He
Probably
said
another.
he bought them all from CVS on multiple occasions, and in the manager and clerks at the CVS continually and multiple times warned him, whatever you're doing with these, you're being scammed. You sure you want to buy them?
Damn, that CVS service has stepped the fuck up.
It says, actually, yeah, no, it says, out of the 6 of 8 times I went to the CVS, they warned me I'm being scammed. Whatever you're doing, you're being scammed.
I just hope they were like, they playing you right. They just, damn, that's amazing.
Yeah. He did get a little relief when he received a photo ID from the seller, but he was concerned because it was expired from 10 years ago.
What?
So after about $4,500 to $5,000, he has now reached out to law enforcement, and he just wants these people to stop. He just wants them to stop.
I thought you were gonna say he just wants the monkey.
Well, he still wants the monkey, But at this point, we're pretty confident the monkey doesn't exist. So we're gonna
Yeah,
pull that
I
one out
know.
of the equation.
So once upon a time, I had a friend in high school who wanted to get his sister a hedgehog for Christmas as a Christmas gift. So my friend,
As you do.
his dad, and his brother, we all piled in a car and we drove to Vegas. And Vegas has exotic pet stores.
Oh,
What do you
God.
think was sitting there in a cage at the exotic pet store in Vegas that you could have bought and taken home without paying in Amazon gift cards through Hawaii? A flippin' monkey.
Hey, he's from
Forgiven?
Wyoming.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
know these things when you're from Wyoming.
So I'm just saying, there are ways. You want a toe? I can get you a toe. You don't need Amazon gift card.
What? You can,
Bitcoin,
like, you
Bitcoins for
get a
toes,
toe?
guys. Bitcoins for
Like,
toes.
I don't want to know how, and I'm scared now that you say that you can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Steve the toe guy.
It's just fucking in the back of an alley with a trench coat with a bunch of toes.
No,
and
I mean
shit.
I don't know. I don't know much about Steve, but I feel like the conversation would go, "Hey, you need a toe? I got toes," and then there would be a conversation with, "Hey, Curly, what you
No,
willing?
no,
You willing to give up a toe?" Kind of.
It goes and it only ever goes like this. What are you buying?
Yeah.
But everybody out there, please don't buy exotic pets such as monkeys. They are exotic and protected for a reason. Don't
Spay and
engage
neuter
in
your pets
illegal
and
animal
follow local
trafficking.
laws. Don't bring that
But-
chinchilla home if you're living in
Oh, chinchillas are
Aw.
fine.
Chinchillas are great, bro.
Komodo dragons.
Local
Komodo
laws.
dragons, you're getting to, like, supervillain status.
Didn't you want a Komodo dragon? Did you want a big old
I
fucking?
still want a Komodo dragon, but I'm not gonna go get one.
We got a guy who's selling toes for him.
I need to go make an email real quick.
Yeah, right. Hey,
Hello?
Komodo dragons, only 40 Amazon gift cards.
If you do get a monkey, make sure it's a helper monkey that can type in on a speak and spell what it needs and wants from you. So when you overfeed it and it gets super fat and has to wear a diaper, it can type in "pray for mojo."
Or type in,
Moving on.
Toe guy.
type in, did you pay the Netflix this month? I want to watch my shows.
Chimera's on point.
All right. It is on me for the next story. So I don't know if you've heard about this, Curly, specifically, but so Apple opened up or something with one of Apple's offices is purely glass. Much like
Their
the
new-
world
their-
of Madoka and
Their new big office, yeah, it's a lot of glass.
yeah.
The spaceship.
So there has been issue. People have been consistently walking into the glass and hurting themselves. And this Gizmodo article gives me life because this has the 911 transcript.
Do they have it on video and can we watch it on YouTube?
Probably, but don't worry, this will be pretty damn good. I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm gonna read a bit of this. So, dispatcher, medical emergency 185. What are you reporting? Caller, this is Apple Security reporting a medical injury. Okay, what is the address of the emergency? Just a moment. If you could let them know, person in the background, if you could let them know, Apple Park Way. Apple Park Way.
One Apple Parkway.
No. Apple Park Way is what this man says. Dispatcher, what is the address? Apple Park Way. One Apple Park Way.
There's only one. we made the street.
Dispatcher, can you repeat that to make sure I have it correct? One Apple Park Way. I'm adding things now. Where specifically should they go? Transit Center 5A. Transit Center. Is that a specific area at Apple? And it goes on like that.
Poor guys.
I fucking love it, dude.
No, I think I actually saw that story. Yeah, you make a fucking squeaky ass clean spaceship fucking glass building, people are gonna run into glass balls. It's inevitable. You gotta
Funny.
start taking out insurance and shit for fucking walking into walls.
Do you think this is a hidden code that they're gonna bring back at the new iteration of Google Glass? Because I still got mine in the back. I'm ready. I'm ready for.
You actually have to have Google Glass on so you can see where the walls are. I guess. I mean.
Has anybody ever actually walked into a glass wall? Any of us here? Anybody in chat? You ever walked full force into a glass wall?
I have.
Explain that experience to us. What were the circumstances? How did you not notice your surroundings and walk into a glass wall? Because it seems really hard for me.
I can do you one better. I was hit by a car backing up. How about that? Fucking.
Well, no, I'm talking about not noticing a wall right in front of you, even if it's glass. I don't care how transparent you say it is. It's a wall.
It wasn't that it was transparent. It was that I wasn't paying attention and I was talking to somebody else, and fucking just walked right into it. You know what I'm saying?
I've taken that further, and I don't know if anyone else has done this.
It's a push.
I've full on walked into a screen door, like at the full. That's even worse because it's less. There's more of it to see technically, and but if there's nothing worse than it because there's so many senses that happen when your body. It's like everyone's had the experience where you've taken a step down steps or up steps where you thought there was an additional step, and you ever had that feeling where there's just not a step there and your fucking whole body is just confused at all goddamn hell, and you're like, why did this happen? And that's what happens when you walk in. When you walk in, your body is just doodle-doo, swinging its body. It's like full force, and there is no because you can't fake it. It's one of those things you can't fake. Like there's such a reaction that your body is wanting to not run into a thing, but when your body doesn't know it's there, you just hit it and like no. Because half of you looks around and makes sure that no one's looking, and then the other half is like, "Am I safe?"
Like, as funny as it was, like, people have been walking into the fucking, like, glass and hurting themselves. Like, the dude in the first call, like, had a laceration on his head and was bleeding. I think the person in a second call, like, had a, like, something else. Apple. Yes, Apple. Yeah, like, like, and it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's like, haven't you ever seen a bird fly into a window?
Yeah, but that's a bird. That's not a
okay. A bird flying into a window is one thing, right? Humans and dogs walking in the glass are the best thing, right? Because like Curly said, right? You have this sense of I know what I was doing. How did this happen to me, right? And humans and dogs have the same reaction. They hit it, and then and it's like, what? How? You got to look around like, what the fuck? Like, oh shit, the door is like 2 inches that. Did it move? Did I move? No, I was headed straight for the door. Like, I know I've done this many a time. I walked straight at the door. How did this happen to me? Like, and you have these moments.
This just in, Kaz thinks it's funny to hurt dogs by throwing them in glass.
Whoa!
Hurting dogs, baby. Speaking of men not knowing what they're doing, this is from Australia.
Yeah.
I don't even know how else to preface it because they talk about a bunch of stuff. For some reason, they keep focused on the fact that he was a Freemason at some point, and he may have disgraced them at this point. But just basically, man was found inside of a historic pipe organ, surrounded by remnants of cheeseburgers, a toy police car, and a toy gun. Like you do.
How I spend my Fridays, yeah.
This man in this video is he is just
some building collapsed.
That's the other video.
A building collapsed.
No, that was later. But I can tell you, this gentleman is he's the least wanting to be in this interview person of all time. Which I think he just got drunk and then doesn't remember what happened. But for the most part, like, this news reporter will not let up on him.
That's what happened last night.
Things just got a little bit loose.
Why did you get naked?
I can't explain that,
Do you have anything to say to the Freemasons?
Yeah, I apologise to all the righteous Freemasons everywhere.
And you had good intentions last night, the court heard.
Well, I was
This is my favorite.
I did have a lot of cheeseburgers to give the homeless.
And what about the remote control car and the toy gun?
I don't know. I was out of it.
What are you going to do?
So I'm out of it. I don't know. Fucking whatever.
I was out
That is the best
I had a
excuse.
bunch of
If you ever blacked out and you found yourself in a fucking pit of 300 carne asada fries, like I was gonna give those to the homeless, but shit went crazy. You know, like oh man, you were found with a whole bunch of cocaine. I was gonna give it to the homeless. I had a whole big plan.
I started with the best intentions. Like you don't understand, man. I started this with like, oh, I was gonna do great things.
It takes a while to get to it, but later he's just like, she's like, so what about the organ? And he's like, oh, I really hope that organ's okay. I really hope it's okay. I don't even know how you get in or whatever.
Yeah.
They're that big.
I'm curious if he was inside like the woodwork of the pipe organ, or if there was some sort of crawl space in between the pipes that you get into.
Gotta get
he
into
wasn't
the work.
in a pipe.
No,
he wasn't in a pipe, obviously.
He's not Santa.
So,
come on.
Like in
You
a
don't
pipe.
know.
Australian
I don't know.
How
Santa.
many cheeseburgers did he have?
Enough to be mentioned in the news article. Okay.
And who I think this man is the victim here. I think the real culprit is whoever left that pipe organ unattended or unlocked or.
Oh, he broke in. He broke in.
Well then,
It was a historical
never mind.
society.
Yeah. Now, Steve.
If he broke in, then he deserves all that unwanted attention.
She's like,
Don't
He pissed
buy
somebody
monkeys
else off.
online. Don't desecrate historical pipe organs. These are common knowledge that they should teach you in grade school, kids.
Just
Always.
think about the guy that had to make the 50 cheeseburgers.
we didn't
Or
say
how
50.
many ever he ordered.
Yeah. Well, somewhere between 0 and 50, or 2 and 50.
I wonder how they. I wonder.
Or
So
3.
I'm guessing it's a historical pipe organ. So I'm wondering the cleaning process required to disinfect from this man's nakedness. Is there
A
some
little
special?
bit of isopropylene alcohol and water.
Well, you know,
special
like
technique
organ-
because they want to preserve the integrity of the organ,
well, so
or they
re-
just hose it down.
I've seen like how it's made on fucking pipe organs before, right? Like, and they they usually got like a guy, like there's like a fucking like a big dude, like the Pope of pipe organs has to come out and like bless it, and fucking each note has to be tuned. Like I've seen, like have you ever seen someone like
That
do a
happens
normal
all the
piano?
time.
Like a normal piano takes like a fucking dude in a weekend. Like it takes like
No. It doesn't take a weekend. We get people tuning pianos at the La Jolla Playhouse all the time. It takes that guy a couple hours, and it's really annoying. And he hates his life.
he could be watching the show.
Monotonous, tedious, soul-crushing task.
Yeah. Well, so imagine that. Imagine
I do hate my life.
you got to imagine that for the pipe organ, though. The pipe organ's got like all this crap to it. So you imagine like a historical one, and I what I want to know is like usually those guys are super tuned to like the most smallest intricate like issue with whatever pipes are. They're like, oh yeah, pipe 7 has probably got a notch like 3 meters up, you know, whatever. So like you can imagine like he goes up there and he's like, this organ feels like a man slept in it with a bunch of cheeseburgers. Like you think he would know? Like you just try to hide it from him? Like
He puts
yeah,
his
no.
hand on it.
Yeah.
He gets these
I
flashes.
also love what do you have to say to the Freemasons? I apologize for always been that bad.
Sorry, Freemasons.
There's a point she asked him later. She's like, "Are you still with the Freemasons?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Are you allowed to go?" And he's like, "I've been banned."
There's a secret handshake for that. Don't you?
Oh God! All right. Okay. There's no great way to bring this article up, but gentlemen, once again, doing great work out there. The internet provides us with just a little bit of key facts into like the mind of women. So this great article, 30 secrets every woman keeps from her man.
Tread careful.
I'm gonna hit you with some bangers right here, right?
Let me see if my wife is still in earshot. Hold on. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Continue.
Number 5, she fantasized about being with you at least a dozen times before it actually happened.
Oh yeah, because that totally happens after 10 years of marriage.
Yeah, bro.
It totally
Okay.
happens.
Yo, she's Google. All right, like I'm gonna pull the veil back. None of this shit is true. This is all for fucking comedy, and I'm pretty sure whoever wrote this is a fucking idiot. She's Googled all of your exes. Bullshit, because
Now,
I
that
don't even.
shit is real. I am so sorry. It's not Google. They have Facebook stalk everybody you have ever.
So I
talked
think
to.
Fitz and I date the same type of women at this point.
Okay. Well,
I like them crazy. I like
There
them
was
crazy.
there's
Okay, so hang on.
dossiers
Sorry.
get built when there's a new relationship.
So I just want to take a step back because none of us are women, obviously. I'm gonna just throw out the male perspective on these obviously ridiculous posts. So number one, she's fantasized about you at least a dozen times before you actually did anything. I can believe that one because it's silly to say that women don't enjoy sex as much as men. So it's totally plausible that they have fantasized about you before you actually do anything. Cool.
I'm gonna have to
Great.
pause you there, Steve, because we're talking about them fantasizing about Steve or this gentleman here.
If they're interested in you, then
interested in
it's-
different things that I offer. That's good.
he can fix my computer. I might as well fucking.
Look, he might
think
add
about it.
some
Think
RAM.
about what
I'll
it's gonna be
suck
like,
him
so there you
off.
go.
Look at it. His Bitcoin portfolio is about to moon. Well,
I've already forgot what number two. Oh, Facebook stalking. I
Stealing
I
it
can't-
on Twitch. I guess he deserves a little.
can't speak to the Facebook stalking because I don't do Facebook. But you guys can tell me if you've looked up any exes of people you've dated.
Yeah, I talk to him all the time.
No, actually, I
no, I've never
well,
given a
okay,
shit.
okay, so here's the hard actual problem, right? I haven't dated anyone in a really long time, like, so then there's no necessity to Google anyone or Facebook who she's been with before, because like it's literally all about the banging. So like I don't give a fuck. like we're banging now. Why do I care about your banging past?
He may not be the most eloquent with words, but he has a point.
I'm just gonna say, like, we're banging doesn't really, like, it doesn't put us on an intellectual level that seems like we're gonna accomplish much in this conversation. But let's go on with question number 3.
Like I said, I'm trying to pull bangers out here, because this is 30
I know.
seconds,
hard
and
to
I'm
know
not
it.
Said
all
it
30.
twice.
Okay, here, number 11. She has discovered your porn stash, lies, and frequently visited porn sites, lies. Okay, first of all,
We
that shit
watched-
is behind. All that shit is behind a paywall and a firewall. Okay. Number 3, I don't look at porn on my phone like most millennials do, so there is no fucking history. And 5, I delete my cookies, uninstall Windows, and then reinstall Windows. There's no history, bitch.
You just destroyed fucking millennials like we weren't fucking stealing Playboys when we were fucking 12 and shit. Okay.
I have no shame with any of my porn or my
too.
sexual interest.
The last couple of people I have been with, I'm like, yo, you want to see some shit? Like, yo, look at this right here. Look what he did to her
Don't
fucking
Louis
leg.
C.K. yourself.
You could
Okay,
do
you
that
gotta
shit.
give him
It
tickets
wasn't until one of my ex's kids was old enough to start using my computer that I realized that I probably shouldn't have like those top 8 squares that Google gives you of most recently visited websites be porn ones. Like you can't have that because I don't give a fuck. You can look at what I looked up. I ain't no shame. Fucking I likes what I likes. And
Do kids these days so we were all raised with the internet and we figured it out and we learned all the tricks and techniques of deleting your past and everything. Do kids these days still know about any of that, or do kids these days just raised on the internet?
well, if not more so,
not even knowing the tricks that we know that we discovered.
So what I love about it is people always say this like, oh man, the all these new ways for parents to track their kids and blah blah blah. And I'm like, bitch, every time you always think you're as a parent you're ahead of your kid, but as a person who was a kid more recently than you, we find ways about getting around shit. The shit that I would do to fucking spoof phone numbers and stuff, because my parents had like caller ID, which was a new technology. They would know I'm calling from Timmy's house, but you can fucking fake that shit. And now, I was talking to my coworker who's got kids that are hitting like 14, 15 and stuff. And he's like, yeah, no, they're not messing around. I can track where their phones are and shit. I'm like, bitch, they can spoof. And I guarantee you they've been spoofing you. Like, I guarantee they've been fucking, they know ways around all of your cool shit that you think you have. Or they'll find a way. Or they're dumb. You know.
Life finds a way.
All right.
Well, yeah,
Don't
be ashamed of your porn, kids. Put that shit, wear that shit like a badge of honor.
It's normal. Everybody does it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Number 27. She may find your best friend repulsive.
You know you
but
love Stoya.
She's fantasized about sleeping with him.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I made that face too, Steve.
Are these just like insecure things that like people are worried about? Like,
this list is fucking dumb.
The list is designed for conflict. The list is just designed to get a rise.
Well,
out of
it's one of those
people. And
magazines.
This particular one.
Yeah.
This particular one is just, oh man, this will really cheese somebody off.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Some women are slags. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Catherine,
Well, okay. Am I supposed to push a button? What happened?
I'm trying to pronounce the name of the person who wrote this article.
I thought the internet stopped or something.
She put a sleeper cell in her name, dude. I can't. Oh fuck. All right. Well,
I mean, it's all these things have just basic human instinct in mind because everybody fantasize about whoever or whatever whenever.
Of course.
Sure, it's totally possible that even if you think somebody's unattractive, you can fantasize about sleeping with them.
You can't not. Yeah, it's one of the things if you think about, you can't not think about. Like, you're like, no, you never thought of her. Well, now I am. Shit.
Yeah, right.
You're like, damn.
Now that you drop that in,
I was busy eating grapes when I was looking at her before. I was focused on the grapes. Now I'm looking at her. All right.
Now you're looking at her grapes.
Okay. Everyone knows that they've made their significant other cry. Like, that's not a good
Cass, stop trying to force this as a story. This is...
No, I didn't want it. It's not a story. I just thought it would be funny tangentially to fucking to talk about.
So where's the news story where people use words?
Which letter is that in the breakdown?
You heard wrong.
Don't worry, Kaz. Curly does it all the time too.
I'm trying to call when you break up, she will put all of your photographs of you and mementos of your relationship in a shoebox and store it in her closet.
True as fuck. Because every girlfriend I've ever had does that shit.
Well,
I swear to God, even my wife does it now.
I've never met any of these women.
Well, have long-lasting relationships, Kaz. Don't just wipe fucking right all the time.
I had a woman for 13 years.
That's your mother.
Whoa, bro. Don't even. You crossed the line on this thing.
Again, I think there's an ounce of truth into this dumb story, but it's more like, you date somebody for a while and then you don't just, oh man, this I don't even know what this hoodie that they bought me. It's a really great hoodie. I love it. I'm not gonna throw it away or anything, but
I don't know.
Well, if you're also if you're trying to heal, you're gonna be putting shit away so you don't have it around and stuff. You don't want to keep photos out and stuff. But you also, unless you're some of the girls I date, don't necessarily want to burn things just yet. So that's your like later to burn box.
No, it's got to be a real vile breakup and shit,
yeah, but yeah, whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm loving this concept of like I would love a reboot of Loveline where Kaz is Adam Carolla and Steve is Drew Pinsky. And, Kaz is trying to be like, hey, the girls trying to, what girls do that? And then Steve comes in like, well, actually, that's actually quite normal and pretty amazing. It's a normal medical process of breaking up. And Everyone does
I
it.
mean, okay, you know what? Fine.
And then Curly comes in and he's like, and next on DKG Dynamite Karate, we're gonna
Dynamite karate.
Dynamite karate.
So I have a story all about.
Is it a
No,
story
I'm not
of
doing
a
it. No.
Why not? You can't start with I have a story and then leave me about to come. You gotta keep going, man.
He has a story. He has plenty of stories. It's
Yeah,
just not
no.
that one.
I just don't know how to preface it. Basically, there's a fucking snitch out there, and you know who that snitch beak has? It's your goddamn
Me.
car. It's your fucking car.
Oh, cars. Smart cars.
Yeah, you know, like they those. It's not. This one actually isn't necessarily an OnStar one, but you know that concept because I only know that commercial. But where they, you know, they take care of you. They know that you've been in an accident before you even know that you've been in an accident, like kind of shit. Homegirl tried to hit and run in Florida, and her car called the cops.
Good car. Good car.
Can you just stop at Florida and
Yeah.
we got it?
Florida
I got
done
it.
Yes.
I got just Florida. That was it. I got it. I got it. It was great.
See,
I got it.
This is going to be the detriment of all of these smart devices, all of this smart technology, all of this active wearing technology. You're not going to be able to do shit because that's going to be built into everything, right?
So don't hit and run.
Like,
Why would
okay,
you?
think-
I mean, like
think
if you're
about a
gonna do
situation-
dirt, don't do it in a car that tells your fucking GPS location. I'm just saying.
But there's gonna be a point where those are the only cars in the market.
Look,
You and-
that's like
you and your
gangsters
bros are
doing
like, all right,
drive-by in an Uber, dog. We can't have that. We can't have that.
wait, can you do a drive-by in an Uber?
Oh, yeah.
Depends on how much you pay them.
It depends on the
Come on.
5-star,
Or is
right?
that more? Is that
Everybody's
more
got
of
a
a?
price.
Is that more of a Lyft kind of thing?
I
Yeah, you
don't
get
know.
Lyft's got that no stop by option. You just be like, "Yo, stop by my friend's fucking house." Yeah, no, yeah, it's right there. No,
So-
right up on him.
No,
Right up.
keep
turn
rolling,
turn
keep
your
rolling.
lights off. Turn your lights off. Let's go.
You have to
Go, 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 go! Next destination.
Oh,
So I hope this young lady got arrested for the hit and run.
Oh, yeah,
or
for
was
sure.
held accountable.
Yeah.
Thanks to the car.
she rear-ended someone, drove through another thing, ran someone off the road, and then proceeded to bounce.
Oh,
Oh well,
okay.
now we're not feeling so bad.
Yeah, fuck her.
No one's gonna feel bad. I mean, she's still hit and ran regardless. But yeah, they yeah, that just sucks. What are you gonna do?
That's good. I'm for cars that are trying to get people to be more responsible.
There's to pull a
That's
Steve. There's an episode of The Twilight Zone where it's all about this guy who hits a kid with his car and drives off, and then the car guilt trips this motherfucker until he turns himself
Talks
into the
him down.
police.
Damn.
Was it like the telltale heart?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like the car keeps making noises and the car keeps driving off on its own and going, like, every time he drives past where he hit the kid, the car stalls out and shit. Like he tried to take the car to the mechanic, the car drives back to the house by itself, and like
I'm trying to think now. Like, so with self-driving cars and shit, we're gonna have fucking self-driving drive-bys. Like,
like, man, yo, the GPS isn't working. Fuck.
So when I envision self-driving drive-bys, I imagine a self-driving car that's been told to go somewhere and like guns that are duct taped on the side.
well, so that's self-driving self-drive-by, right? That's a fully automated
Holy shit.
drone.
Then you could
We're
you
gonna become
could set
16
up,
it one day, so we'll just have automated robberies. It'll
Yeah.
be
Like,
okay.
you could do all
Yeah.
that shit from an app on your phone, right? You could tell the car to drive here. You could have the
print your own
gun.
gun with its trigger.
Yeah, you could
on your
have the
phone.
ones with triggers, and then you're just like, yeah, no, I'm doing a drive-by right now.
Yeah, I'm getting that taken
No,
care
that's
of.
how you rob a bank. You get in the fucking self-driving car after you rob the
Oh,
bank. It's
shit, wait.
perfect.
Yo, they hit the car, dude. I can't. Oh fuck. Damn.
They got the car.
I guess they get control of that street to sell their drugs.
Is this how drones were invented? Is this how we had this discussion? Like, there's just a bunch of guys in a bunker. They're like, "Yo, dude, what if we could like get a tank, but it was like no one was in it and it drove, but then it was like flying. What if it was a flying tank and it
had guns on it,
And
and then we just push a button, and
Yeah.
then everybody can die. Oh man, how cool would that be?
I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm down with self-driving drive-bys, dude. Like,
Self-driving drive-by.
Hopefully, the self-driving cars.
What if-
Hopefully they drive by other
there's-
self-driving
What if
cars.
two of them
They'll be
meet each
out
other
there
in the
right
night
now
and they
being
both
like,
shoot
"That's
each other
a
up?
Good ass idea.
Who's
That's
at
gonna
fault?
be the
No one
next-
was hurt.
That's the next Florida man story.
Oh my god!
Sorry,
I
your
love
car
it.
is not in bank heist mode.
Yo, nobody ever has to leave the house. No gangsters ever have to leave the house. Cops don't have to leave the house. The cops are just chasing people with self-driving cars. Like, it's great, man.
In their
Can't
own
wait for
self-driving
this.
cars.
Yeah, we'll just get our own Ed 209 up in here. It'll be perfect. That was a RoboCop reference, in case all you kids
Amazon
needed
You
it.
knows
should stop.
their gear.
There's
I'm
not a
done on
reference.
news stories here.
Yeah, let's play a fucking game, dude.
This has been the news.
I have news bits. I'll just throw out the titles of, since I didn't want to cover them, but they're funny. Man breaks into a store. Gets arrested. Is a target. His excuse, he was just practicing his ninja skills.
Hey,
like
you
you
know,
do.
you gotta.
I feel him.
can
You gotta
believe that
get
one.
it down.
Shit that we would do. Some fucking dudes were hanging out at a garage party. Man puts on bulletproof vest. Other party goer shoots him. Man dies. Whoopsie doodles.
Oh,
Like,
no. Another victim of Hollywood.
Not 100% on those bulletproof vests there, guys. They don't wanna,
No.
those are
No.
not to be toyed with.
Gun safety is a thing.
And what I find funny is, while a lot of people don't have internet service quite well on the world, we are going to get 4G mobile on the moon soon.
Yeah. I'm for this. I'm all about the space.
All right.
I want to have cell service on the moon.
Yep.
But the
Vodafone,
Earth is
Nokia.
flat, dog.
All right. The moon's still up there then.
Followers for life.
But anyways, yeah.
No
Followers for life.
way. That's great. We
2019.
landed on the moon.
2019, we getting 4G
I'm
up
ready.
there. Anywho, game time.
It's game time
Hell yeah!
with Curly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Only on dkgWELP.
God, I almost hit it, but I fucking hit my keyboard with it. My mouse has been all over the place.
I need a queuing program. I'm gonna get you a queuing program, Curly. It's gonna be great. It'll be
I need
fine.
to learn. Yeah, I need something better, much better than Fubar to do audio shit. Anywho, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. These are not gonna be ease balls. But bear with me. Chat, if
Ready.
you're wondering, or anyone listening to this later and wondering why the chat is not talking, chat's been moved to emote only mode. It's the way we do it so that you don't spoil the questions in here. For the contestants on the show, as always, name is your buzzer. So your name is the way you buzz in. I'm going to ask a clue, or I'm going to give you a clue, and you're going to respond with the answer. Excited. Very exciting. First one is called Nations. Every answer that you're going to give me will contain the word nation inside of it. It could be by itself. It could be in another
Nation.
word. Nation. Right? Like your first clue is, what is the full name of the diner chain known by the acronym IHOP?
Steve.
Steve the Sound Gentleman.
Damn it.
International House of Pancakes.
See how the word nation was inside of it. We're all good.
International.
What is the
Foliage.
format of the NCAA March Madness tournament?
I don't know sports.
Shit.
Fitz.
Fuck. Pass. I brain farted.
What?
March Madness.
What is the format of the March Madness tournament?
Is March Madness the
It's
basketball?
basketball. It's called,
Yeah,
it's
it's
called
basketball.
I don't know sports.
The format?
I don't know.
Of the
What
tournament.
are you asking me?
A single elimination.
Elimination.
Oh, single. Okay.
Elimination.
If you see, hear, smell,
That's worded stupid. Okay, moving on. Next question.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it either. But
all
go
right,
ahead.
yeah, blame
Yeah.
the puzzle guru. If you
No,
see,
for real.
hear, smell, or taste something that isn't there, you're experiencing one of these.
Steve.
Steve.
A hallucination.
Word. During a
Oh.
courtroom trial, this is when the attorney asks questions to a witness called by the opposing counsel. Kaz.
Cross-examination.
Whoa, Kaz got one. This guy.
No, man, I'm a black man. I know my laws.
Just enough of the words. Nestle-owned brand of evaporated milk.
Oh, evaporated milk. Don't know. Don't know this one. Ooh. No. I don't know it.
Carnation.
I was gonna say carnation.
God damn it! I'm
Alright.
gonna have a baby too.
Next time.
I ain't thinking about that.
Carnation instant formula, isn't that it? It's
Yeah.
carnation formula.
They do a bunch
Yeah,
of
it's
stuff.
formula. Yeah.
Didn't know that one.
School lockers and escape rooms often use this feature of security or feature. Okay.
Combination lock.
Yep. All right. Bees
Goddamn right,
help
man.
flowers reproduce by transferring genetic.
Kaz.
Fits.
Steve.
Pollination.
Diseases like polio or smallpox were eradicated or greatly reduced.
Steve.
Steve.
Vaccination.
God damn it, Steve.
He's gone full rank, man. There's nothing you can do now.
In this film,
know,
where's
but
Nicolas
like-
Cage? He declares that he's going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Oh fuck!
I just watched this the other day. National Treasure.
No, National Treasure. No, it's the first one. I don't know. This Janet Jackson hit from 1989 peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100.
I don't know pop culture.
God damn it, Kaz! This is your like.
Explain why?
No,
genre
this is
here.
music. This is music. I don't know music. Miss Jackson.
I don't know.
Rhythm Nation.
Fuck you, dude.
Gene Wilder was Willy Wonka sings this song before any children are maimed in the Chocolate Factory tour.
Oh,
Yeah.
Steve.
I heard Fitz.
Pure imagination.
There it is, Pure Imagination. Very
I
nice.
had to think. Of
You
the
gotta
song.
sing it. You
I'm
gotta
sorry.
kick some lollipop trees around or whatever. Horror film franchise in which beautiful young people survive an accident only to die later in overly complicated
Yeah.
ways.
Oh,
Fitz.
Kaz. Oh.
Final Destination.
Final Destination. Look at this guy. This is the subtitle of the 5th Mission Impossible movie.
There's 5 of those.
Fucking
Yeah.
all the fifth Mission
Yeah.
Impossible movie.
I think that 5th one is the one that's coming out.
The last one I saw was Mission Impossible 3.
Fitz.
Tom Cruise Nation.
Close. Very close. Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation. There's a 6th filming apparently. Oh jeez.
This White Stripes song is often spontaneously sung by crowds at sporting events.
White Stripe song
White Stripes in the sports? I think you're wrong.
sung by
I didn't make it up.
crowds.
I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up. I can claim that on this one.
It's a dun, 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 dun,
Indeed, it is.
dun, 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 dun.
You're gonna get there.
Seven Nation Army.
There he is. You just gotta sing him out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that song is.
It goes dun dun.
Seven
There it is.
Nation
Vince
It
Army.
just
doesn't
sing it
help,
for
no.
it.
It doesn't help me at
No,
all.
I now know what they're talking about.
Don't know sports.
Oh Christ.
Look, I know actual sports. That's not a real sport thing, all right? Fuck you, Buck.
This London-based nonprofit stated mission is to defend human rights across the world.
The
Name is your buzzer.
How
How long have you worked for this show?
Kids.
Fitz.
National Red Cross.
Close.
I don't know.
Amnesty International.
Amnesty
Oh.
International.
And your
I
final
just
question
think
under
it's
Nation.
sad.
I was thinking the Red Cross.
The National Red Cross. Your final question under Nation. Humor magazine that ceased publication in 1998, whose name was attached to movies such as Animal House, Vacation,
Oh.
Q, and Fitz.
Publication.
Fuck, I forgot.
Humor magazine. Kaz.
Kaz. National Lampoons.
National Lampoons.
I said National Lampoon. It's okay. You can have the point, Kev.
My brain.
Look at that, sharing and like.
I said fuck. I forgot National Lampoon.
Oh, I
But
didn't.
it
hear the
didn't
best
seem
one.
like it was the right answer.
Made sense. Ow. All right, your final game is is
All right.
this is such a loose title to have like as a category, but it's just general trivia. Prime numbers. Every answer
Oh Lord.
is going to involve a prime number. It might help you.
Come on, bro.
You don't actually need to
high
know that it's
school
prime
math.
numbers. You just need to know
I
the
don't
answer to the
math.
trivia question. There's no math involved.
You
Okay.
say that now.
Say prime numbers. That's math.
Remember, a
Numbers.
prime number is a number that can only be divisible by 1 in itself. So
Yep.
here we go.
What did I'm ADD. I forgot exactly what you just said.
What is the date that occurs only in leap years?
Steve,
Steve.
February 29th.
29th is indeed the date. Only occurs in leap years. And it's also a prime number. You guys got it? We're good? Cool.
29th.
Seven Nation Army.
That's an excellent Rain Man joke.
Is it definitely 20,
Is a prime number?
22. This magazine is a competitor of Teen Vogue and Cosmo Girl, and also has been in publication since 1944.
Steve,
Steve,
taking a wild stab at this. Is it just 21 magazine?
close.
16.
I feel like I should.
Name is
know
your buzzer.
this.
Fit
Oh,
16.
3.
Fitz, you're wrong.
3 goes into 21.
Fit
16 is not a prime number. You can divide
Steve, this is 17.
It's 17 indeed, Steve.
Yeah, I knew it was
17 's
somewhere.
It's gonna be
I
those
couldn't
two
remember
ages.
which one of those it was, like the magazine itself.
See, and you said he didn't have to do math. If he had did his math right there, he would have got the right fucking answer. But he didn't do the math. He just guessed.
Exactly, Dick. You tricked me with the rules. Damn it.
Little
It's
bitch.
This is a Jennifer Garner movie in which a teenager magically becomes 17 years older.
Kaz?
Kaz.
Benjamin Button.
Big?
No, Jennifer Garner wasn't in Big.
Oh, too bad.
Also,
That
the
was a better
answer
movie.
wasn't a prime number.
Fit.
You don't know
Fitz.
that. You don't know that.
Electra.
Still not a prime number.
Jennifer who?
Garner.
Garner. She was in Electra.
She
and
was in
Daredevil,
Electra.
dog.
That's, I mean, you give me that one.
Oh,
In-
21. That fits.
In which a teenager magically becomes 17 years older. Go on, Fitz.
Going on 30.
Okay, 13 going on
13
30.
going on 30.
There it is.
13 going on. I had to get there.
You had to
I
get the prime number
there.
out of
In
it.
my- In my head, I was thinking 14 going on 40, but I didn't know if that was an
That's the
actual
sequel.
movie.
That's the next one. I think it actually is the next movie.
Is it really?
I
don't
think they made that movie somehow. The introductory level for a field of study in many colleges.
Kaz.
Steve?
Kaz.
101.
101, baby.
See,
101.
that's not fair.
'cause that-
I never went to college.
That was as far as I made it.
That's definitely the start of this Lou Bega hit from 1999
Kaz, Mambo number 5.
Damn, he knows his Lou
Wow.
Bega. What?
God damn.
Man's
know,
got a special niche in the
You
world.
don't know music, but you
When
know
a
Lou
great artist
Bega.
comes along, when a great artist comes along and he changes
1,
your life like
2,
Lou Bega.
3, 4, 5.
Damn. I had a whole bunch of I had a whole bunch of this song included name drops such as Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita.
Don't need it.
All right. Oh, we're gonna
And
do this
Monica.
one of these days, and we're gonna do I'll come up with it later. We'll talk about it another time. The first album by Prince to reach top 10 in the Billboard 200 chart.
Fits.
Fitz.
I don't know. Party like it's 1999.
I
Oh, no.
will take it. The actual name of the album and the song from it is just called 1999,
Okay.
but it's right.
Good job.
Well done. This tree-dwelling South American mammal only moves 41 yards on an average day.
Kaz.
Fit.
Kaz. It's a bit of a trick.
Ooh,
Sloth?
Steve. Oh yeah.
You want to clarify, Kaz?
Three-toed sloth.
There it is. It's a
Yeah.
specific type of sloth.
Yeah.
Well done.
I had the same
Kaz.
reaction in my head.
Like, that's not a
Good
number. It's got to be.
Good job.
Oh.
That's why I looked at him like that. I was like,
Yep. Yeah.
sure? You all right?
The contestant.
I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna tell me I'm wrong, but I'm right.
The contestant and Ask Me Another on NPR was like 3 sloths. And then the guy was like, "Can you clarify?" And she's like, 1 sloth. It's good times. Pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. Steve.
Oh,
Fuck.
fuck.
7 deadly sins.
Boom, baby.
No, the characters from
Full Metal
Full Metal
Alchemist.
Alchemist.
This rap group, whose breakout album was As Nasty as They Wanna Be, was unsuccessfully sued for obscenity.
It is nasty as they want to be.
Oh,
Come on, Kaz. This is yours because never mind.
it's not Lou Bega. Not Lou Bega. I can't. I can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Kaz. 3-6 Mafia.
Damn, close.
Say the question one more time.
This rap group, whose breakout album was As Nasty as They Wanna Be, was unsuccessfully sued for obscenity.
I remember this. I know this.
It's a weird thing doing this the way that I do these games.
Fuck.
Because literally, this is how it went for the contestant. He
One of
literally
the
said
dudes
3-6 Mafia.
ended up becoming a DJ host. Like,
2 Live Crew.
fuck.
God damn it! I was there. God.
Oh man. I mean, it wasn't De La Soul, so I was out.
Yeah, it wasn't De La Soul or Lou Bega, so me and Steve just...
According to Blink 182, nobody likes you when you're this age.
Fits.
From the song What's My Age Again? If you didn't catch that. Sing it out, babies. Sing it out.
2.
I don't know pop culture.
Fitz, you gonna answer what?
Oh my gosh.
Fitz
I
frozen?
think you said 22?
22
Or were
is,
you
Said
still
20.
thinking?
I don't think that's it.
you said 20?
Yeah, I said 22.
All
I
right,
don't
wrong.
think that's
Wrong.
it.
Next.
I ain't
just
got
all
shit
guess
for you,
numbers.
brother.
Sing the fucking song. Come on, people.
23.
shit.
Steve,
It's 23.
I just took a guess.
And
I
I
just
like
got-
it when you want it. You guys need to listen to more some pop punk, yeah.
I
That's not current pop punk.
Oh, there's-
Taylor Swift is current pop punk.
yeah. That's good. I'm not gonna take you to his list. This overproof rum that seemed a really great idea in college
Kaz.
due to its Kaz.
151.
Well done.
I was totally gonna get that one. Yep.
Yeah, brother.
The logo of Baskin Robbins contains this hidden number.
Kaz.
Kaz. A nod to the variety of flavors available in its store.
31?
Indeed it is.
31 flavors of Baskin Robbins.
The NASA mission that carried humans to the moon's surface for the first time. Final question. Fitz?
11.
Damn, Apollo 11.
Glad I didn't say what I thought. All right.
Yep.
You got me really got
13 was the bad one, Cass.
Apollo 1. It wasn't
Apollo
the
1.
Challenger. That's for damn sure. Boom, bada boom, boom. And those are your games, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your time here. Gonna move on to emails now. I apologize intently to everyone.
Time for some cocktail-infused communications.
dkgWELP.
Email.
Now!
My issue is I take my web browser over here on the furthest monitor and then the music changer on the other furthest monitor, and I gotta go through 3 1080s to get all the way over there. It's good times. Yeah, so this is the part of the show where we answer any questions or comments or complaints or praise that you guys might have, usually by email or possibly Snapchat. I might as well check that. I have nothing on Snapchat. Or the gram, if you want to hit us up on the gram. We're over there too.
In the gram.
You see me, slide into my DMs if you feel like it. We'll talk. Dirty things.
Yo,
Hit me on that Vero.
You know what I'm saying? It gotta be in them DM. All right, I'm stuck. I'm done.
Just no. This is what's wrong with Twitter.
This was wrong before it started. Using that Avast antivirus. Our first question comes from Puck.
Why do I shit on people for their antivirus?
I don't know, man. Stop telling your antivirus to send me fucking spam at the bottom of your email. It looks unprofessional. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Okay, you sign every email with sign up for free Avast. He sent his email to podcasttime@dkgtv.com. He says this one apparently to Steve. Why are the Simpsons characters freaky as fuck when seen face on?
Yeah, we've all seen that article. It's gone around. It's just the style of animation, yo.
What's
It's
weirdest?
only for like.
Well, what's weirdest to me is I saw that article show up, and then I was like, that seems weird. Like, I feel like that's not that true. And then I watched like one or two Simpsons clips, and not even related to that. And I noticed every time they looked at the camera, like I was like, oh, they do it a lot actually. Like it's not even that.
Yeah, I mean the ones in that article were specific, kind of older animation. So of course, yeah, it looks really creepy and weird. But there are other shots of like the Vertigo shot where it's zooming in on somebody's face where it doesn't look bad. Yeah. It's just animation. It's funny. But yeah, they're kind of creepy. They're yellow-skinned, four-fingered humanoid freaks. What do you want? Their hair fuses with their heads.
The one that fucked me up the most as a kid, and I had to have been like 9 or 10 when it came out, but that one Halloween episode where 3D Homer goes into the real world, and it was just above and beyond its shit at the time. And I just remember being like, I'm fucking really uncanny valleyed right now. Like when I was perfectly okay with Simpsons, but having like a globule 3D fucking Homer walking around, like, no, thank you.
That was great.
That was a great one. Thank you, Puck, so much. I appreciate it. You're the best. Next email from the Curtis himself.
Hey.
He comes in hard to the NYC mans at dkgtv.com. Updates. Me and Leon are starting an itinerary. They're doing karaoke, good bars, museums, good food. Get your butt out here. He's trying to convince us to do a New York trip, which I am all the fuck down for at some point.
Yeah, me too.
I've never seen the East Coast. Actually, no, I went to Boston, but I mean the real East Coast.
I think I'm going to New York in the summer for a show. It's not New York City, but it's like Troy, New York. So get yourselves out to Troy, New York, Senor Curtis.
Is that something we could like do and then scurry off to New York or wherever the fucking kids are?
Right.
I don't know. I'm down to piggyback on anything. I think. Oh fuck, Troy's far.
Yeah, Troy is far. It's like some couple number of hours.
Oh
but,
damn.
That's where we're going, and that's the only time I'm going to New York in the foreseeable future.
All right. Well, never mind. Steve's out. Everyone else is still in. It sounds great. Yeah, no. Thank you so much for setting that stuff up. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to go to a city where like I don't know anything about, and I just want to get like the Curtis and fucking and Nikon fucking like tour de force of like the city. Show me what's good. Because when I did Boston, all I did was the convention, and then April got sick, so like we went to like one like cool like square that had like food and cool people and stuff was everywhere, and then like the rest of it were like I can't leave the apartment. So I was like, all right, like that's cool. But anyways, yeah, awesome, sweet, cool, good to hear. Next one comes from Fanakari Fun, sent to email at dkgtv.com. Meow. Pretend this is a proof. Pretend this is profound. Very interesting email. This is the best email. The fuck you reading this out loud? Really? Fine. How do you know me so well? What's y'all's dream houses?
Oh man, one that I own myself.
Yeah.
Which is hopefully not too far in the future. I've got designs. I've got plans. I got schemes to actually get a house sometime in the next couple years, hopefully.
Look at this guy.
So look forward to that.
I'm happy with any kind of shack, so fucking hit me up with a 10x10 and let me own it, and I'll be fucking down. That's all I need. Not many people selling 10x10 shacks right now, but you know.
Right. But if we're being serious. Sorry, go ahead, Fitz.
No, I just want a big ass porch with a deck with a swing and a lot of land just to look out on. But I'm southern as fuck. That's it.
Yeah, where there is land, or at least land that people want to live on out there. We have land, but no one wants to live on that side of it. Like, everyone wants to live by the coast.
Where does Kaz want to live?
I don't know. Like I used to. I've always more enjoyed living in the city. So like that's kind of always been my thing. I like living in the city, but I don't know. Houses. I just want like a really nice apartment, like a condo, like a fucking really nice doorman.
Yeah.
Named Jones.
Way to move on up, Kaz. Way to move on up.
I mean, personally, for me too. Like, I don't necessarily. I mean, it would be fun just because I have some weird, like, grown into me. What's that called? Like, glorification of like the concept of having a home that you work on with your hands, and you know. You fix, like, whenever JVZ posts like a video or a picture that he's like fixed a windowsill, I get all kind of teary eyed and like nostalgic. I remember my grandpa and I remember my dad like doing like work on the house. My dad still does, but it's just one of the things that I've glorified because it was just something that like was so cherished as I was a kid, just in the family and everything. But then whenever I think about the logistics of it, like I'm happy with a fucking apartment that just as long as there's not. I mean, the cars at the window could be done without. Not upstairs, possibly. You know, like just a place. You know, so whatever. I have little needs.
As I do my cursory searches for houses, I continually find myself looking for number one. It'd be great if it was on a cul-de-sac because I want as few neighbors as possible.
Get that
number
corner
two,
spot.
it'd be great to have a fire pit in the backyard, so I wouldn't have to take an entire day out of my life to do a bonfire anymore. And then just a lot of space. Man. A lot of space, like open floor plan. I don't want lots of rooms. I want a few large rooms. Would be my dream. Yeah.
I hear you. Cool. So your next email is from Kidney. I said I'd answer any emails. Kidney wants you to see Steve her fan art of you.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Where's the fan art? Fan art.
Boogity boop.
If I can actually see it. Oh yeah, I saw that one, the Steven Universe one.
Steven Universe Steve. Steven Universe Steve.
Steven verse.
What is that? What is that? What is that gem there? It's what is that? A yellow topazal.
Oh god.
No, it's great.
Steve's got a gem Sona.
I actually cool as hell, rarely get fan art anymore, so that's really cool. I really appreciate the fan art. Keep it coming. Thank you for your support, and glad you enjoy.
I think it's badass.
The persona. Well, I'm not. I have no idea about anything about Steven Universe, so I'm not like, oh my gosh, so cool. I just like seeing myself in art form.
I gotta get cool hair like Steve so I can get fan art, man.
I'm gonna put out shot glasses with me and Steve's Steven Universe art on them. We'll use Gabby made me, and then Kidney made Steve. We'll put them out there. It'll be great. I dig it. Cool. Going in the awesome folder. Thank you so much. That email was sent to lookWhatIFound@dkgtv.com. And your final email of the evening comes from, once again, the Reverend Puck. Send it to podcast time update. Oh, it goes on. It cut it off. It truncated. Podcast time update. I think I fixed the email thing. Thanks, chat. He got rid of his Avast signature. Very nice. Looks a lot cleaner and more professional. I'm throwing it out there. Look at this. I'm solving problems here on the DKG network. I love you all to death. I don't care, Sunbun. Anyways, that's a show, everyone. Episode 94 in the bag. Thank you, guests, for being here. Steve and the Fitz.
You know it.
You guys got anything you want to pimp? You're welcome to pimp it now.
Happy. The only thing.
Okay, I'll do Steve's. Everyone, if you're of the male persona and you have genitalia, get your shit snipped. It's the best present you can ever give yourself.
I mean,
we're gonna start the Steve Negretti Foundation for paying for dudes to snip their shit.
But I am very much in favor of what Curly is saying. Get a vasectomy right now, just like Bob Barker, spay and neuter your pets. No, spay and neuter yourself, because
that's the
way to go.
Totally.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
You would be in the situation that Fitz is in currently.
The actual thing, I have no social media or anything of my own to promote, but I would like to throw this link out there. It's a link to a miniature that I really want made. It started out as a Kickstarter, but it failed in Kickstarter. Now they're trying to reboot it on this Project Fuel, whatever. It's just a really cool looking mini that I hope can come to light. So if you know anybody who is an art collector, because it's really an art piece with how expensive it is, but if you know anybody who's an art collector or just super into D&D and miniature tabletop games, send them there. Try and get that project funded, because it'd be really cool to have that behemoth miniature on future DKG D&D web stream. And that's all I got.
Oh, that's a lot of money. giftedvision.com. So yeah, go to check that out if that is something that you are there into.
It'll be in the show notes.
It will. Fitz, what you got? Impress me.
Stuff and things. No, I'm doing a top 50 creator article. And I figured I made a bunch of friends. Thank y'all for having me on the show. So I figured I'd make it to where y'all never wanted me on here again by judging you all. And but that's gonna be great. We're selling the shirts for another month, and then we're gonna come out with something else. So get it while you can. And other than that, follow me, FitShip29 on Twitter, and I stream sporadically.
I'll put all your links to it as well below the show notes.
That's how we all start. We all start sporadically, and then we stay there.
Then we become erratically, and then whatever. But yeah, that is it, everybody. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Like, rate, comment the show. Whatever people do, man. The show's on Vero now. Drunk Kids Gaming on Vero. dkgWELP. It's not really. It's not ever going to be. At least until we need to. I love you guys to death.
Wait till a year from now, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh man, fucking Vero's amazing."
What?
That's what everyone said about Vero.